Welcome everybody to tonight's episode of Epic Fumble. Back with our retro schedule with our dear Luna with a correct laptop. Should be. I see that there's a little latency, but it should be good.
Stop.
The image is not fluid.
Jesus fucking Christ.
There's just some little spike from time to time, but it's okay.
It's possibly your connection. It might just work itself out. It's not Epic Fumbles without technical difficulties.
Bullshit.
But for now, everything's fine. So welcome everybody to our regular schedule with the Maverick Legacy every 7 p.m. EST on Thursdays. And I counted the game, and there's in between 18 to 22 games left.
Ooh.
Because the shit eater is going to end in 18 games.
Are we gonna end at the same time then?
So you're gonna end in between. It depends on how you manage the stuff in the campaign that I have for you. Mm-hmm. But it should be around the same 18. But like I said, 18 to 26, 28.
But what I'm gonna do with my Thursday night? I mean,
well, I'll have other projects.
Do other things.
And you can do other things too.
I'll be able to start plotting my own games that I want to run for the Epic Fumbles channel.
ooh.
You're supposed to already do that.
I know, I'm waiting for information from a certain other player.
I gave it. Oh, okay, it's her. Okay, I thought it was me.
No, you're good.
Yeah, I'm at fault. Yeah.
To finalize planning. Not calling out anyone. Everything's fine.
So the last episode of the Mavericks was actually a crossover with the shit eaters that we can see on the Wednesdays in the French campaign on this amazing channel with my friends. But well, it's time for maybe a little turnaround. So after everything that happened, just tell me who you're playing, what's your character, and how they're feeling about what happened with the zombie army and dragon thingy. And we'll start with let's go with the late one with Bert. Marilyn.
Alright, so I'm playing Isk, your friendly neighborhood draconic sorcerer. Yeah, she's really well, she's between a princess and a brat mostly. And right now, how she's feeling about the army of undead and everything. I mean, our group went through a lot so far. So at this point, she's like, okay, what's next? What do we have to solve now? So she's like, yeah, she's not impressed anymore.
It's okay. A dragon almost eated the whole other party, but everything's fine now.
yeah. I mean, she's ready to die tomorrow at this point, so.
So we'll follow up with Aaron.
Hey.
You're elven boy.
Yes, my wood elf druid boy. He's tired. It was a big battle. And then after that, we were spied on by BBG. And then other stuff happened as well. So he's like, okay, it was a very long day. We need to rest because we have a long travel to do all the way south to zombie lands. So,
Don't forget always, number 1, cardio.
Yep.
Rule number 2, double tap.
Always.
Moonbeam twice.
Rule number 3, always check the back seat.
Always.
Look at Dark Knight throwing everything out with a floating inspiration and a D4 to Isk. Oh god, Sugar Mama's on rampage.
Yep, for Sugar Mama's doing work.
Love you, girl.
Fine. I'll do it myself. But with all that, well, somebody else than Mary is going to do the recap. But right now, we'll follow up with Birdie Boy. With he was a bit more smooth with in the past two games. Well, not in the first one with Shirai, but the second one was mostly chit chat. So
Look, I didn't punch him. That's already a pretty good, result of the situation. I even saved his life. He owes me a big one, whether he likes it or not. So yeah, hi Bert. I play Dawnbringer, who is an automata in the shape of a Goliath. As far as he's feeling right now, well, he just have a a close brush with a very, very hated foe for a Morningstar and all of his machinations. So though he is quiet on the outside, on the inside he is on the warpath, going south, wrecking more things and ruining Morningstar's plan. Oh, it's going to be sweet.
okay, I see that. Fine. I'm not scared. And we'll follow up and end this little tour with Megan.
Oh, hello. I was counting my bites. So my name is Megan, and I play Luna, who is a tabaxi who has never healed her inner child. She's a chaotic. She's a tabaxi, but she's essentially a chaotic gremlin. So she hasn't seen the full might of the undead army since she was on the other end with the Mangemarde. Like the only person who was like, yeah, I'm going with other people that I don't know. But we fought a dragon, and in her mind, she's pretty sure that the dragon is now her friend because it left her a gift. So things are pretty great for Luna right now. She's happy. She's made friends, and she also has a new friend that's a dragon.
Is
So
Luna
she's doing
having
great.
a fifth daddy? No.
If the dragon wants to, he's not gonna say no.
Gotta catch
Jeez.
them all the daddies.
Can you imagine like Thanksgiving at Luna's house? It's a dope
Look,
place
It'd
to
have
be,
to be
man.
pretty big. I think.
At this point, it's not Thanksgiving at Luna's house, it's Thanksgiving at Luna's village. It's
Mhm.
the only way to contain all
It's-
the daddies.
It's fine. Real estate Dawnbringer is gonna help her find a suitable place
With enough square footage.
with enough square footage.
It's key. The square footage is key.
Yes, indeed.
It's a resale quality.
So, in between Luna, Aaron, and Dawn, since Mary's already having her D4, who's going to do the recap of the last session with the shit eaters, a crossover?
I can throw some things out. I took some notes.
Yeah, you can go in teams also.
Well, I'm gonna start throwing things out, and if there's something of key importance that was thrown out that I missed, there might be. So we resolved the whole zombie army dragon problems, mostly in our own teams, except we had Moira from their team and they had Luna from ours. But in doing the whole zombie side, we realized that Sharai and Moira on their side had this thing where they had Kersilos embedded in their chest, and that was really weird. And we pondered that for a moment and told them that they kind of have to fess up and explain. So when we all got back together, there was much explaining about how that basically makes them undead-ish, but not. It's basically sustaining them, and apparently that's not a very uncommon thing if you go south of the border. It's kind of like, firearms when you go into the United States. But anyways, so apparently those zombies and all that had to do with that southern nation, which is a lot of necromancers. Normally we would have expected them to be playing with Morningstar, but apparently they are because he popped up to fuck up her shit, as he tends to. Warpath, it's still there. So much explaining about, okay, so perhaps they're working together, perhaps they have some kind of deal because Morningstar has a lot of Kersilos and they need Kersilos to survive because there's some kind of living dead sustained by Kersilos. At which point there was this whole thing about a hole opening up under the building that was only dragging down a child whose importance is completely lost on me, because Dawnbringer has seen that child all of 3 times, and immediately disagreed with having a child around, was judging the entire other party for it, going like, you are irresponsible as all hell. So they lost their child. It was like, okay, well, you know, that's what happens when you involve a child in geopolitics and war. You lose a child. So now they're apparently going to go to hell to go get him. And I mean, literally going to go to hell. It's not insulting them. And we're going to go deal with the whole undead army nation thing with Shai, who owes me one. And we'll see what happens. But, you know, we're probably going to re-dead a couple of undead along the way. It's going to be a great time. Oh, right. And the guy, I believe it was, the title is Emperor. All I know is he's the Eternal. He sounds very, very epic. And, you know, maybe we'll have to stab him. Maybe we'll be able to talk it through. We'll see. Any other details that anyone wants to add? Because I always give some of the most chaotic recaps ever. It's kind of my shtick.
Very good,
It was
actually.
pretty good.
There
Forgot the
was-
part that Shaddai and Moira were dying, which you looking at Shaddai dying might have, you know, made you a bit happy for a little bit. But then we saved them, so it's okay.
And look, I personally made sure he lived. So, you know what?
So you could punch him in the face again.
Exactly.
Shh.
I
It's-
low-key still don't understand the kid. I wanted to sacrifice him to get a sneak attack.
if any of
He
the
said
Marshmallow are
no.
looking at us right now, I'm sorry, but apparently your kid does not hit us on the same emotional level it does you.
No,
And
well,
we're
like,
immediately
I mean,
sorry, but
I
not
asked them
sorry.
and they said no. So I asked. I didn't just do it.
Well, I can tell like it's as a kid issue since game 1 when a kid got like killed in front of her because she didn't save him. But
Yep, game 0 actually.
Yeah, because I don't remember that.
no, you weren't
I
there.
wasn't there.
You
No,
weren't there.
It's
Bert-
game
Bert-
0 that I made with.
Yeah.
It was with the 3 because you were with
Yeah.
Ivan at the beginning.
Yeah,
Yep,
Bert,
they're
Bert
good.
and Eric were there, but since then, it's scary some things for kids. And she went a bit trauma thingy when the kid got, swallowed to hell. Yeah.
So that makes one of us that was affected in that way by the child. The rest of us kind of shrugged it off and had our varying opinions about why is there a child? Why are you carrying a child? What kind of
You're so
irresponsible
cruel,
guardians
man.
are you?
So cruel.
One detail that I will let you in on is that the child has been called not by his name. His name was Celestine, so everything's fine with that. But he is what he is called being a Nephilim.
Mm.
Right, he's some kind of Nephilim. We'll go with that.
Like a celestial thing.
Yes.
He's gonna so die.
He's a bastard.
He's gonna die in hell.
Well,
Like
that
0.
depends. You know, depending on how you want to do your creation myth, there might be a lot of Nephilims in hell.
Yeah. But I mean, like, either he dies or they're gonna show up and he's gonna be like 31 years old. And that's gonna be a whole other trauma. He's gonna have
31
a
years old and evil.
beard.
That's my money's on 31 years old and evil. That would be awesome. Let's go with that.
We should have killed him with a sneak attack. That's what we should have done.
Come
We
on,
would've
it's their
gotten some
problem
damage out
now
of it.
anyway, so.
Yeah, we're gonna
Oh,
be
yeah, look.
very far from that.
I get the
It
feeling
is-
it's gonna become our problem though.
Or you know what? If it becomes our problem, then we will solve the problem.
I'll adapt him.
Sneak
It's all
attack.
right.
And if he's an adult, then Isk has no problem killing him. So you know.
Yes.
No,
Because
no.
Isk
I don't.
hates adults.
Depends. Is he sexy, powerful,
That's what I'm
and
saying.
with a lot of
That's
money?
true.
He is
he-
31 years old.
Yeah, that's a
No,
hard no.
so there is a kid, so she want to adapt him. But if he gets,
But he can still look like
Okay.
daddy.
oh hello, can I adapt him?
He's gonna be sexy rich and he's gonna be able to read when you see him again. He's gonna be everything that she wants.
Or you're gonna be like Schwarzenegger. I was elected to lead, not to read.
True.
That's in The Simpsons. Schwarzenegger is actually a really great person.
Yeah.
But with all that,
Mm.
you ended the night after this tragic disappearance of the skids and the shit eaters. Well, with the prodigy of Yakister going the wrong way. And since we're now, let's upload the map of Yakister for everybody. And my players won't see any shit because I didn't load it properly for them to see things.
Well, then we shall wait.
Then we shall wait. Token vision. Let's go. Save change. Let's go. Here you are. So you can take more time to look at the map now that we're not in a scene with 9 total people.
Yeah. Love that crossover, but it is kind of nice to be back to a manageable group. It was a lot.
And let me slide your tokens to where you are, people.
Hey.
Oh, I'm crossing it the wrong
Nope.
window.
For a second, I'm like, am I in the bay? Because I haven't figured out whether I can swim yet.
Here, Heron. Whoopee.
Oh, I might have to reload. It's still all gray for me. Like I see our icons, but not the map.
Yeah, you would have
I
to
reloaded
reload.
it.
Yeah.
So, you're at the manor right outside of the city, where only an inn seems to be in front. It is around 10 p.m. right now. So, is any of you wanted to do something? You know that the walls are actually closed up. But I think I remember that Mary wanted to have a chit chat with someone.
Yeah, I need that. So eventually when the other group leave, she'll turn to Shirai and be like, do you have a place where we could talk a bit more privately?
How privately exactly? Because there's my room and there's my office.
I mean,
My office is actually protected by non-detection and silencing spell that's covering it.
let's go to your office then.
Office it is. I'm just trying to find this freaking Shirai.
He's somewhere. He's always somewhere.
Oh my god.
He can't beat Edwards though.
No, that he's somewhere. You're welcome, Meg.
Shirai, where are you? And I'm so sorry.
I cannot sleep. I don't sleep anymore.
Because I am a
Jesus.
warforged.
Yep.
Okay, I set it up on the map, so it's next to you.
Oh, sweet.
So, he makes it into the office, and you see that he's removing parts of his armor. Because shit seems to be off now.
Yeah.
So you just have his gambas on. Is
Yeah,
that how
no.
you say it? Padded armor? Whatever.
Gambazon, yeah.
Again,
Yeah, Is don't have much to take off because she's a sorcerer. She only have the cloth on her back. Well, I have 3 things to ask you.
I am still single and not ready to be in a relationship.
That doesn't surprise me, but fair.
Second question.
First question.
Oh, shit.
How are you, my dear? How are you holding up?
I actually don't know how Don actually make it when he transferred some of the energy inside himself. But I'm doing okay. I don't have any drawback from the thing.
Okay. I can see that physically you seems fine, but I mean, you went through a lot in the past days.
Well, I was mostly training with the Queen's soldiers, and yeah. But personally, I'm doing fine.
Okay.
It's
Okay.
just weird that, like I explained, my queen requested from me at the last minute to do a change of heart and turn against the one who saved my life before.
So you don't feel so well about what we're about to do.
That's why I'm aiming for a more diplomatic way, maybe. Not like I
Duly
did with the
noted.
Enclave.
Yeah, I remember that. All right, so I'll take note and try to convince Aaron and Don to Luda to go your way, I guess.
Well, the feral ones are still feral. They're already lost, and there's no way back to bring them. There's no way back. So it's only necromancers that are controlling them.
I see. All right. So question number 2 then. Well, you know when you ask me why I took the road and fled my homeland?
You mean Shalian?
Yeah.
Yes.
I didn't really answer you, but I feel like now I have to. Um, I was looking for my parents, my real ones, if you say. And somehow along the way, I've learned that one of them might be in Xartrist. Have you ever heard of the succubus? Like the succubus?
You mean Lilith?
I don't know. That's the only information I had.
It's named to be one of the first succubus. Well,
Was
the
she
first.
was she slave to a blue dragon?
Well, there's many slaves, and there was a lot of devils when I was around there, but I don't think that Lilith would be the pawn of any blue dragon.
Probably not then.
Why? This Lilith would be your mother? Or maybe another one you're thinking about?
It might not be Lilith itself, but from what I've learned is I was a succubus daughter and she was slave to a blue dragon. And well, not like you, I didn't have to fight to get my way out there, but I was, let's say, sold to someone else.
You might have more devil potency in your blood than you think, though.
Maybe. I don't know much.
Not
I
maybe.
was.
If you're really from a succubus, you're half a succubus. Like, I may be like what would be counted as a leftover of any demon would have jerked off 2,000 years ago.
I'm not so used to hear you talk yourself down like that.
don't talk myself down. It's just that I know what I'm made of, and I am really not high potency tiefling out of this.
Okay. Still amusing though.
Being half a devil creature of that potency? Not the same thing like the spine devil we used to see, or anything like that.
Would there be a way to know for sure?
Maybe by uncovering what's the draconic origin that we have also. Maybe the draconic origin is too powerful.
Yeah, about that.
Is that the third question? Because you have only 3 questions before I go to bed.
No, that's not my third. That's not my turn. I think I have my answer about this one. So, okay. So, I see that you're in a hurry, so I won't cut your sleep too much. But one thing though,
Just
I'm
have
very-
fun.
yeah. Okay, I'll use it. I'm very glad I made it in the past few weeks. Honestly, I thought I would die many times, and I wasn't sure I would see you again. And surprisingly, I still think you're a jerk. But somehow got fond of you. So,
Oh, really? As you lean a bit more towards you.
oh, just support his look, staring back at him in the eyes. Yeah. And, before getting out there and putting my life back on the line again, there's at least one thing I would like to experience at least once in my life. And she's going to look away, and I think you should be up to the task, but maybe you're too exhausted from earlier.
I mean, you want another duel?
Depends what kind of deal you have on your mind.
Not the high wisdom paladin.
Yeah, they actually will be good time for that too. Well, show me then.
I can teach you a few things.
Sure.
I think I see where this is going, and this will be a fade to black as you
Well,
approach you.
Well, you can hear from a distance the lock of the door clocking in.
Yeah,
I
at least
mean-
the room is silent, so we don't have to hear everything.
I mean, I have that spell. I have to use it at least once.
And as the candle lights out, you just hear a little. As the
bound to
morning
happen one
comes
day.
and you have all the long rests.
All right.
I guess now we'd be rolling that HP
Yeah.
Yes, you're rolling that HP.
because we're level 11.
And yes,
Oh
Eric,
my
that
God.
that emote was on point.
Yep.
Oh.
So plus 7. Okay.
My puny D6. Oh god.
My puny D6.
Oh, not bad.
Oh, it's a
not
5.
bad.
So Luna, you have the average +1, so you're having a 5 plus your Constitution, as the rule as I make. You're always
Yeah,
average
same.
minimum the average.
Yeah, I rolled a 2, so I got the average as well.
Yeah,
So sad.
it's okay.
It's okay, I'm in the 90s now. Yay!
Whoop, whoop.
A bit more meat on my bones.
There we go.
Perfect. All good, all set up for everybody. Because we keep it a secret.
Secrets. At least for a little bit longer. What's a little bit more secrets from my party? Already
Oh,
kept
and
it
here's
giant one for
DM
months.
McCravat throwing a D4 to Luna.
Whoop, 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 whoop.
And I have to go for the D4 for Dawn because he did the recap. Everybody almost have a decap. Yeah, I forgot to give mine because, you know, Viv is all about chaos. So 2 days in 2, there had a flirt scene with Viv and this scene with Mary. All right, I assume they'll be on another killing spree.
These horny people.
So, the morning comes as you all have separate rooms. Why you blame Ascension? Because I have a sugar mom at that LARP? Or that Mary was also playing ISK that weekend. So,
Oh, quick question. Did you figure out what the level up on my staff is?
yes. Yes. Blah, 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 blah.
So I can add it to the description.
Description. You will it's the armor more than the staff, but it is the effect that is in between them two, that when you are in a wild shape form and not a polymorph form, you get a regen 5.
What does that mean?
It means that you regenerate 5 HP per turn,
Oh, nice.
but only of your bestial form. So if you had any HP in your elven, you would still be hurt. But if
Okay.
you're in your wild shape, you get a regeneration of 5 HP per round.
And just to confirm, the +2 for my wild shape, is it just +2 to damage or also to the rolls of the attack?
To hit and to
Okay, perfect.
for damage.
Thank you.
Damage. Sorry, I got distracted by comments that I did was in boy band. I heard that Benoit want to be my back singer in the boy band that I'm supposed to be in, because that people say that it should be my professional way of thinking. Whatever. So the more
I'd love to see frosted tips on you in like a shiny little, like metallic jacket. I'd love that.
get down, and move it all around. Okay, no.
I'd call you Space Fred.
Space fight with the cowboy baby. Okay. The morning comes, the sun, and it's mostly coming with a nice smell of food that is going through the manor. Where you mostly all get out of your room at the same time, just to see that Isk doesn't come out of her own room. And you remember actually that you've seen Sharai before shirtless, without that crystal. It's easy to find with your arcana that it was mostly an illusion spell, or something on him that was hiding it. Because he's often half naked, so. You all join up at the breakfast, and I've overheard in the stories that you were fond of bacons and eggs, Don. I don't know if you still eat, though.
I was. This form is unfortunately incapable of digesting or taste.
Can you smell?
I believe so.
good meal. And this awkward vibe starts.
Poor little thing crushes my heart. Oh.
There you go.
I'm gonna take a piece of bacon, put it on a string, and tie it to his helmet.
To my helmet.
His head.
Yeah, so you can.
I don't have a helmet. I have a face.
I thought your face was essentially kind of like a helmet.
No, it's my face.
It's melted.
It's your face.
Yes, the helmet became the face.
Jesus. Is there kind of like an ear in metal or like a horn or something?
It's my same ears that I always had.
I'm
but of
gonna
metal.
tie it to your ear, buddy. So you can smell it.
I'm going to untie it, but yes, I'm going to hold it just for a second. Just hold it there.
That's so sad.
It breaks my heart. Oh, I'll have to make a new drink.
Oh, that's true.
We'll have to sit down and hash something out.
An oil-based one.
Yeah.
Oil-based. Oh god. So, so we're going
mean-
ahead and Grande, do you have anything to do before we're leaving?
No.
Shopping episode. No, I'm kidding.
No, no.
I have everything I require personally.
I do too. I should be okay.
Me too. Do we have enough rations?
I still have for 8 days.
I think we should.
I've got a few too.
Well, ration, we can back him up with the garrison behind my house. Any need of healing potions or such?
Do you have some?
No, that's why I'm asking if you want to go by in town.
Oh.
I have one.
Because
have
I technically
none.
cannot die, so...
Yeah, I think it would be a good idea to get a few
Yeah.
more.
Yeah, because I have none.
Let's get a few.
Alright then, let's go with get on with the breakfast and well, if you need to craft anything, Don, or if you don't want to come, there's stuff around. You can ask Conrad to. I think he's hurt, but with the knight he should have been good. Well, invite you to go to town. I'm gonna prep myself. I have some touch up that I have to do to my armor.
Wise.
I'm actually rich, but I don't have a freaking full plate armor yet.
Luna,
No. Yes.
can I put you in charge to buy some potions for me? I would like to borrow probably the library they have here.
Okay. Can I talk to you in private for a second? It's gonna take just a second.
Yes, sure.
I'm gonna pull her away a little bit.
And you hear Shai from the dining room like, one.
Shh, it's my time, not yours. I decide the time. I counted my head. She's just gonna lean into Isk.
You're being
Yes.
literal. I see.
I said that you weren't in your room last night.
Yeah.
Where did you sleep?
You know, a bookshelf is a very nice place, apparently.
Are you lying?
No.
Because you know I trust you. That would break my trust.
I did spend some time on the bookshelf.
Yesterday?
Yesterday, this
Can I-
morning. Wasn't
Is
really
she lying
clear.
to me? Is she lying?
You can do an insight check.
Oh, I will. Listen, I've been waiting for this for a very long time.
Oh shit!
Okay. So what you can see is she's honest. She did spend time on the bookshelf. She's not saying everything.
Motherfucker. Okay, fine. Keep your secrets. I know one day.
Why don't you just ask more openly? What do you want to know?
What happened with Charai? Did you geese?
Yes, something happened.
What happened?
What
Well,
did it do?
last time I asked Mama River that kind of question, you went la 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 la.
Oh, it's a Lala moment you had.
Yeah, apparently a
Oh.
la moment.
Are you happy?
I guess.
I'm glad then. I'm happy for you. You deserve it.
Thank you.
She's gonna hug Isk.
She's confused, but she's gonna hug back.
Alright, that was it. You can do your things. How many potions do you want?
How much can I give you? Don't have much gold.
I have some. I
Well,
could have more if I steal.
50. Technically, here's 10 platinum, so you could buy 2.
Alright. Sounds good.
I'll go with you, Luna.
Alright. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Also, before we merge south, I will take the time to bring my companion back.
Oh,
Yes.
in what form?
I will bring her back as a weasel. Because that's a shit move to bring her back as something else. It's her true form. And she died. So,
I'm gonna send her.
weasel.
Oh.
Oh, I'm so sorry, Nix.
You see that she's like,
We'll have a self-care day soon. Just you and I. We'll go to the spa. We'll get you treats. It's gonna be great. Yes. I'm gonna boop her.
you boop her, and after a few seconds, she just goes back to her regular mood. That is, zoomies around you.
Nice. Nice. Little happy clam.
At
Amazing.
some point, she bites the tip of your ear to just remember you that you sent her to death. But
Well, I'd rather not get into it again. Put over it now.
cool. So, Isk is going at the library. Luna and Aaron's going for the potions in town. And Dawn.
It's gonna go for a walk.
Ooh, whoa.
Ooh.
Okay. So, let's start with our shopping spree. And I'll move your tokens. Yeehaw. As you come around here, there is a shop that is specialized into dyeing fabrics. So they're merchant of fabrics of many kinds, and you can find many colors in there. You see that it wears the Castagnese family's crest. It is not a noble house, but it is a well-known merchant guild from across the realm. There's some apothecaries over here, so you could find potions around here. And there's not something that you see often in different cities, because they have a stagnant point of water over here. And they just decided to make a culture of alga. I don't know how to pronounce it.
Algae.
Okay.
So algae, and some of the fabric actually have this special turquoise color to the fabric, which is really hard to have in medieval times. And yeah, that's pretty much what's in the city. There's this establishment that is stable, that seems to be training really well-trained horse. They seem to be really disciplined. There's no chaos in this little establishment. And there's an inn over here. But that's pretty much what I have in town. There's a shady part of town.
We would feel at home there, the both of us.
You know that shady stuff is more expensive too.
Yeah. I think all we need is the potions.
Yes, but do you think we could window shop
Yeah, of course.
in that part of town?
Yes. We just have to be careful and keep an eye in our pockets.
It's true. Let's buy the potions first, because if we don't, I mean, I've seen Isk hungry, and I've woken her up in the morning. I'm pretty sure that she's gonna be even angrier if we don't bring the potions.
Yeah, we should get at least 4, so we each have one.
I have one. And Isk gave me 10 platinum.
So that covers 2, right?
Yes. But I mean, I can put some of my own money as well.
I have a bit of
Because
money as well.
Yes, because it's stuff from the group. We don't need to use the whole 10. So let's find a place for the potions
Yes.
first.
Alright. So you go at the apothecary, which is the place you could find the most easiest ways of buying potions. And you see an old lady. Save entry. Show players.
Aww.
So, as you get in, there's the little bell. It's just and you hear from the very far back this old woman. Oh, hello! Who's there? It's just leaning out of the counter, and you see that she's still brewing something, and she's just leaned back.
It's Luna and Erin, the new heroes of the Alcaster.
Are you the one from the Maverick Legacy?
Yes, ma'am.
That is us indeed. It is a pleasure to meet you.
Get closer a bit. My eyes are not what they used to be.
We get closer.
Not over the counter, darling. Everything is fine.
Alright.
Ah, yes, by the tabaxi, elven man. Ah, it is nice to see the one who was part of saving our town. The words came around pretty fast. And I've heard that you've been doing good deeds around the realms too.
We do what we must.
So what
We're
can an
great
old lady
people.
like me do for heroes like you?
Well, we need some healing potions in order to go and save more people.
I
Yeah.
guess that in your line of work it might be dangerous.
Yeah, we already have to go somewhere else. So yes, we are buying some equipment for the journey.
All right.
It's the savior problem, you know.
You're lucky that with the war I had to do I had to produce a lot, and with the shutdown that the queens said that they were not participating anymore because there was a zombie army at their door. Well, I have a few on hands. I actually have a dozen of them. If you're willing to buy. And I also even have one with more potency in it.
How much are your potions?
For heroes like you, usually we're doing 50, but I could 45 each. And for the large one, it's usually 150, but I would leave it for 125.
And how many do we need again, Erin? 3?
At least, yeah, 3 or 4 would be enough. Those
You
are for
could stock
emergencies.
up for the months to come, or weeks.
What is talking up to you?
I can sell you a lot and make you a good price.
What good price are we talking here?
Well, I'm already setting up for 45, so if you if you buy the whole bunch, I would go for 40 each.
Oh, but that's 12 potions. Oh.
It would be
Agreed.
400 Haiti gold.
Well, I'm sure your potions are delicious, ma'am, but unfortunately, I do have my eye on a cloak of shadows, and that would take all my petty cash.
Alright, but I was about to say that if you round it up for a 500, I would give you the big one with it.
No, with we adventure a lot, but we rarely charge the towns for saving them, so we're not made of money, unfortunately. However, we can buy a few, and then we'll have to buy equipment for my companion here.
Alright.
How much for 4 potions?
4 potion would be 45 each.
Okay.
So 90, 180.
Okay. Let's do 4.
We need 4 minutes, or you're paying for 4? That's what you're saying? Alright.
Sorry, I got a delivery of snacks.
Oh, as I hear.
Okay, so I can pay for 1.
I have the 10 platinum, but I'll only use what she gave me for 2, and I'll pay the rest out of pocket.
So yeah, so you buy 1,
45.
I buy 1. Yeah.
I had to do some math.
Well, depends if Luna is thinking about giving me my cash back or not. Because if not, she can just use the 10 gold piece, so it will be 35 instead.
I was thinking about giving you the 10 back because I figure that Luna would only make you pay for 2 at this point.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay, so as we come out, hey Luna, that fabric place. You think they can sell some of that cloak of shadows? You want? It's all about clothes and stuff. Maybe they have it.
Oh my god, Erin, you're a genius. How did I not even think about it?
Smart club, baby.
Yes. Okay, let's go check. Maybe because they know Lady Castagny, she's a friend. Maybe we'll get the family discount.
Exactly.
So you're going to the fabric place. And to the fabric place, well, there is fabric. And sadly, there is no supernatural thing that would be
God damn it.
emanating shadows naturally from it or things like that.
God damn it. Okay, fine. Are we going to the shady place or not after all?
Is there anything you want from there?
No.
No. I like the shady place in Alberton. Here, it's not my
Too
home.
fancy. Yes. It's exotic.
The faster we're out of this town, the better.
Let's do this. Let's bring those back to East.
Yes.
All right. So during this time, we had Isk that was doing research.
Yes. About how can one unleash his demonic power.
How to unleash devilish power?
Yeah.
You can give me a religion check. It is no arcana.
There's no ritual about that? Damn it.
Yeah, but the
Alright.
rituals might be religious too.
Fine.
Since you have access to the Library of Shirai, you have advantage.
Do they? Ooh, okay.
Because you see that you have a lot of books covering of Xarkris.
No.
Yeah, I thought so. Sharai, my guy. 21.
Nice.
So, with all that, you've been searching for the whole shopping part and that they're going all around for an hour or two. And you find basic coverage of devilish lineage. And at some point, you don't find directly your answer on how to unleash your devilish nature. But most of them include soul coins or sacrifice.
And you just gave it away. Thingy.
Yeah.
Let's go find more. We have Luna for that.
Yeah, let's find things to kill.
On your new
dragon
bang,
coins.
baby.
Soul coins are not exactly the same.
Are they not? I thought it was a soul coin that I was creating.
No, it is a death token. I think it's Phantom Rogue.
And I thought I was done with them. Damn it.
It's a trinket, soul trinket. It is not
Ah.
a soul coin.
Okay, let's give them a call. They're in hell, like the other group. Let's ask them to bring some for us, like a nice souvenir from hell. You know.
Okay,
The
so it's
other
a sliver of soul.
Okay.
I could give
And
you a
the
soul
other-
earring.
Option is sacrifice. Do they mention what kind of sacrifice
Mostly
or just
virgins, which you are not anymore.
away from that one? Yeah.
Damn,
Look.
you ruined 2 ways now. Oh my.
Way to go with your character arc, yes.
Yeah. Well,
We can sacrifice Shaddai. I mean,
We could.
he's not virgin for sure. He's a tramp at this
Slut.
point.
We
Yeah.
confirmed this.
I don't know why.
Okay, I guess I'll have to find an old man living in his mother basement or something.
yeah. It's okay. We're going to another country. We'll find lots of new people.
And you find a scroll while opening the books all around. It is a scroll that is called the Planner Binding. I invite you to do an Arcana check.
Yes, sir. Character sheet. Arcana. Those roll tonight.
You have your D4, but
Oh, I can do it.
it is a 5th level abjuration spell.
There's always a floating inspiration or my 4th dice. What I'm doing, guys? What I'm doing?
Well, you can use it if you want. Also, Eden.
Use whatever you want.
Could
We
help
have
you
big
with that.
spenders tonight.
Okay, so if I use the D4 first and doesn't work, I can still use a reroll and the D4 applies to it?
Yep.
Okay,
Do it.
we'll start like that then.
Your sugar mama's in chat.
All right.
Ooh.
You wouldn't have any more information. You're missing one.
Yeah,
Oh.
figure. No, I figure. So it's gonna be the reroll then.
Damn, I can't guidance
Do it.
you. I'm too far.
Oh no! Oh Jesus, no!
Sherry!
So you just hear him going at the door and is like, so round 5?
Yeah,
Dirty
kinda.
dog.
Circle 5. What's this?
Oh. You're boring then. Fine.
Never said one couldn't lead to the other, but what's this?
Well, it would be better if you would be on your knees asking for it, but give it.
I'll make you beg. All right.
Oh, no. You were the one yesterday.
Trust me.
It is a planner binding scroll. Where was it?
Okay. Somewhere around there.
In the book?
Yeah.
We
Well,
really have to do a cleanup of this. Okay. Well, it is something that you can bind a creature from another plane to yours, to your service. Either celestial, elemental, fae, or fiend. It can
Really?
resist. It can resist. And if it resists, you just brought a powerful being to your world that is not obeying you.
Okay.
And it's
But-
almost 24 hours, and you need the jewel almost worth what I have in the chest.
All right.
Please don't kill me.
No, I prefer
Or
you
try.
alive. I prefer you off alive, I guess. So which
You just
means...
have to ask if you want to be on top. Don't kill me.
See, I told you I would make you beg.
It's not begging, it's for my own life.
Told me you never made anyone begging for their own life.
You did when we dueled.
There, see?
Aaron
Same.
too. But not Don.
He's the one making you beg.
I still have one teeth loose from there. It's like,
Need me to fix that?
can fix something else, but what's the subject right now?
It's
Why are you
anything.
interested in that?
Well, I was looking how to do transaction or having what I want without having to spend soul coins, I guess.
Well, you could always make a pact with some fiendish creature that is powerful enough down there.
Yeah, thought of it. Kind of like to be free, you know, open options.
Well, if you prepare your pact properly, you're not binding yourself. You are having a contract that you will be giving him something in exchange of something. It's not necessarily eternal damnation for your soul.
Could be more interesting then.
That's what the planner binding would be more thorough for what you would like. You have to be careful because you have to find the real name of the creature you want to summon also.
Well, that sounds like another night in the library. Okay. But I guess we're gonna have to
We're
travel
leaving this
soon.
afternoon.
Yeah, I know. So, how to find a creature name?
reach where you have knowledge of any sort of fiendish touch?
There's probably that spine devil still around that's keeping an eye on us for his boss.
Have you ever encountered fiend before?
Probably
Where?
in the mountains of the Goliaths.
That could be a good search.
I don't want to have to deal with him again. He's quite something. Last time he wanted Luna's soul and make her kill someone. So
Okay, well, is there any place you encountered fiends?
fiends.
You already talked to me about giants that have fiendish traits.
Yes, that was in the Transilov Mountains.
That could be an option. Probably still have fiendish influence over there.
And just find a
These
random.
kind of things tend to stay.
I guess so. Yeah, I guess I will have to have a look there eventually. What?
Nothing. So you're ready for that round 5 or not?
Fine, come
And you hear another.
Man, you're gonna get exhaustion levels, man.
Depend on Constitution saving throw, and he's pretty good at it. So Don, for that little walk, what kind of music you want?
I mean, it doesn't really matter, but anyways, it's not complicated. It goes for a little walk. Here are we on the same side that we were getting attacked, if I recall.
Yep, it was more south, but you're still where it would be the attack. A bit further south, where there would be hundreds, thousands of bodies.
Okay, just to know if I'm stepping on bodies or not. Okay, they're farther south. Because Don is just going out to have a moment alone and looking for something to break.
Well, 15 minutes walk, and you are where are the dead bodies and the thing that exploded earlier, I mean, like the stash of Carcelos that Moira shot with Isk. It would be doable.
Yeah, it's gonna go see the state of all that.
Well, while you're there, you can give me an investigation check.
I certainly can. And it'll be a good one. Hey!
Hot damn! 21. Yourself there. You didn't really find anything except with the explosion. But within all that, you find the body was the one leading them. The Hork. The necromancer that started to merge with other fleshy creature to just be a mass of decaying flesh.
Interesting that he's still in some kind of one piece.
Well, you find the upper body.
Okay, so he's not in one piece. Yeah, that makes more sense.
And as you approach, you see the finger of it twitch.
Well, now I'm gonna stop and go look closer then, because that's not right.
What kind of language do you understand?
I understand common, gnomish, and giant. So most likely not what he's speaking. If I were to take a guess.
You hear maybe a fifth of what he's saying. Mumbling more. Because as you approach, he's just... You see the eyes seems to have this same greenish energy that is just flickering, like you would see his life before his eyes. As he's mumbling, and you approach to hear what it is, because he doesn't seem to be in any state to attack or anything like that. And the words you come up are from giants. Death. Soul. Awaken. Dragon. And that's pretty much what you hear in sequence. If you keep hearing it, it seems to be a message on repeat.
Okay, so I'm listening closely. That last word he said, was it dragon or kraken?
Dragon.
Okay, I was like, those are two very similar words. One of which at least I know a dragon. The other one, well, there's always time for a kraken. Release the kraken. Exactly. Okay. Death, soul, awakened, dragon. Well, I'm gonna approach him and double check that he really is in no state to do anything. Just basically crouch down and give him a few slaps to the face, even just.
You slap. As soon as there's contact, the light fades from his eyes. Close. And you see a small string of green energy that comes out of his mouth and as it regains consciousness. But you clearly see that he has seconds to live.
Yes, in a way. What's this dragon you keep mumbling about?
The largest amount of Cursilus you've ever seen.
Probably Morning Star's doing.
As you see then, the little life that was still in him floats away and the grasp of green energy comes out of his mouth.
Going to give him one more little smack just to be certain.
Double that.
Oh, wait, that's not the double tap. Because after I see that he's not coming up, I'm going to take out my sword and I'm going to ram it through his skull. Downwards.
Damn you. No.
Damn it.
No.
Oh yes.
Um,
Dawn is becoming chaotic. I love it.
Efficient. Not the same. So there's a bunch also now all around you. And now that you're in the wreckage of everything, you're searching a bit better than the owls were doing when Aaron sent them. And you find something under the rubbles. Half digged his way into the earth. And it is something big. Whoops, my headphones are stuck. Like this. Like a basketball.
Okay. It was like either a football or a basketball. Got it.
Of Kersilos.
Oh, that's a big chunk of Kersilos.
But there's... You can feel through the Emerald Ash Heart that this thing would be in contact with you might affect the state that you are. Negatively. You feel the beat inside, the faint sound of heartbeats that this hash heart would have just flickers, and you skip the beat, and you're like, oh.
Yeah. Don't necessarily want to touch that then. But I don't want to leave it here. I'm gonna look around, see if there's any large bits of cloth or some debris, something I could try and scoop it or drag it with.
There's shields around that soldiers would be carrying to war.
That's a good start.
You can
Well,
scoop it in.
I'm gonna fashion something of shields plus a few cloaks to kind of.
Plus a few cloaks, and you use spears like to do like yourself a backpack holding it.
It pretty much just something like, I have any tool I need. It's a convenient little item I got. Just fashioned to myself a really rudimentary little pack so that it doesn't touch any of my things or me, that I can carry it back.
So as you are... Yes, thank you, Zik. I want to become famous. Buy followers, primes, and viewers. Mountviewers.com. We can't hear you. You're muted.
I was gonna say, careful, because if you become famous too fast, then your mom ends up as a date on the VMAs.
That's true.
Date?
Have you not seen that? It's like a random Gen Z's mom that ended up as a date to a rapper at the VMAs.
Oh yeah, I've heard about that.
And like their parents' divorce was super like close to that. Anyway,
Okay.
it's not as funny if you don't get it.
Sorry.
Don't worry, I get it.
Thank you.
So you're going back to the manor. And yeah. Thank you, Zayvon. As everybody group up back to the manor, we'll take a short break before going deeper. That's a weird choice of word with the round 5 thing. We'll see you later. So back in 10, people. We love you. And stay there. Stay tuned. to switch to the guest screen, but guess what? We have no guest tonight. Bits. I'm sorry. I got my inner Luna out, but so everybody's coming back to the manor. And well, might have a bit puffy hairs, but you still did some research. And the three of you see Dawn coming up with that really large piece of fabric and rolled it between two spear and a shield.
Oh, but just precise, before getting out of that room, she's going to use her new cantrip and prestige things out of herself to look irreproachable.
So you, no. Sorry, I destroyed Luna. It's always funny to see Megan. Is it Megan that's doing the la 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 moments, or is it?
No,
it's Luna?
It's Luna. That's Megan a little bit more in the giggles. Luna doesn't really understand sex, so
It's just. Huh?
she's like, he's hugging you very hard. That's weird. Like she doesn't comprehend it.
Yeah, that's why when she asked, "Oh, what did you do?" How to put that?
I really
She just wanted to know if you guys she just wanted to know if you guys kiss. Like that's as far as her brain is gonna go, you know. To her, that's like the epitome. That's why she was like, "Did you guys kiss?" And you're like, "Yeah." I'm like, that's all she wanted to know.
Yes,
You
Luna,
went
they
way
kissed
further.
over and over again.
Over.
All
I have it
and
over.
everywhere. Yeah.
Oh boy.
So back to the armor, and you see Shirai just going into the backyard. Grabbing his stuff. What you got there, Don?
Not sure. Trouble, I bet.
I guess so.
I'm gonna carry it inside.
And you see that he's going closer, and him too also, like, okay, what the hell's in there? As the door open and you have access to the salon. Oh, tripod.
Yeah, he sees me eating and he's being a pain in the butt. My food, not your food. So yeah, so I'm gonna go inside and I'm gonna find a free table.
Perfect. And you laid it over. And you reveal it to everyone?
Yeah, I just drop it on the table and just unceremoniously reveal it.
And you see a really large chunk of Kersilos. Like I said, the size of a basketball. This of Kersilos would be probably worth between 1,500 and 2,000 gold worth of Kersilos. But Kersilos doesn't react the same way because you have some in your possession, and Don never reacted that way, even with his new form.
I found this near that necromancer. It gives me a very bad feeling.
Yeah, same here.
It's really big.
Okay,
I have
can
a
I?
feeling. Hmm?
Nothing.
That's what thy maiden said.
He's just gonna have a look like, you want to go there?
Could we use it, you think, to open a portal to the underworld? You think it's big enough?
I would
can
be
I?
very careful to use it in any way.
It's not a
It
question of
seems to
how
me.
big, it's how you use it.
Yeah, talking about that, do you mind if I have a look at it?
Be my
I'd
guess.
avoid touching it personally.
I'm not touching it.
Yeah, but I just want to see what's different about this one. So strange.
So what do you do?
So, I mean, she's used to magic. She's almost magic herself. So she mostly is trying to feel, because she can't really touch it, but feel the aura of that thing to see what's different from regular curses, which they usually work with.
Okay. You can make an Arcana check
All right.
with disadvantage.
If I ask a comparison, do I still have penalty?
What do you mean a comparison? Between the two Carcios?
Yeah.
Well, this is just going to be your perception if you just want to have difference of
Ah,
colors,
okay.
but you cannot feel aura if you don't use like spells like detect magic or detection spells or devices that you have in hand.
Fair. Well, be my guess.
Oh god.
I'm a
So
natural.
26. You are trying to feel, and you've seen Nyx worked with different tools like diapason. You just like dings and hear the literal resonance of it, and to not destroy kind of stuff. So you remember you've seen some of those tools into the office. You probably some scramble up on the ground at some point. So you remember that you dropped it. You're like, okay, I need this, and you go fetch it out. As you're testing all around, these seems to emanate the same kind of vibration, meaning that they have the same purpose and energy. But even with
Bless
a
you.
26,
Bless you.
you don't know what would be the essence of it. But you clearly know that they have the same purpose. They can be used as spells. They can be used as spell component, I mean, and to create magic items and such.
Okay. Okay. But that can be used as sacrifice. Oh. Yeah, no, it's mostly magic, powerful, can be used to do many things, but something's wrong with it.
Does it need to be purified in some way?
Perhaps it's related to what gave it its power. Most Carcillos has a natural etheric content. Perhaps this one was recharged, perhaps even with life or souls.
How does one create curses?
With your 26 of Arcana, Cursilos grow.
Yeah, that's why she's like confused about how to make it, because it usually just happen by itself.
But what Don just said does make sense. Like, if any of your realm didn't find any way how to recharge it,
Mm-hmm.
they might have.
Oh, what did they put in there?
Maybe it's some necromantic energy. Would explain all the zombies.
I don't think it's just about energy. I think it's... It makes sense because you have to fuel on Carasillas when we are from there.
Yeah, doesn't it
when-
absorb our magic when we cast spells in the mine? Maybe somebody puts their own magic inside and it was corrupted.
I think it's logical they find a way to fill them back in as they live on them.
Maybe it's what made the undead be undead. Kind of fueled them if it's necromancy pure.
Well, what I have in my chest is pure Curacillos. There's no taint in it.
Definitely. We'll have felt very bad around you otherwise, I'm pretty sure. Because, I mean, this one, it's not even on the person, and we all feel sick just being there.
I mean, Bert, sorry.
Who's Bird?
I don't even know how to call him anymore.
It's our nickname for Don.
Yeah. Don was always on the fence about him.
I think it's more like a personal thing.
I think you just don't love the way I smile.
Um,
Okay,
it's more-
so maybe we can put it in our bag of holding so it doesn't affect Dawn on our journey. Because leaving it out, it doesn't seem like a good idea.
What else is in the bag of holding? We might have to remove it.
As done, I only have a
Oh.
baby bag of holding, so which one did
You have a
you're talking
baby?
about? Technically, yes, you haven't seen her yet.
What did I miss?
Oh,
Is got pregnant and had a baby?
no.
You just see at that moment, like, a little paw on the shoulder of Isk. There's just the face coming out, and you just see 8 bubbly eyes looking at you. And the little spider.
How big is it?
It is the bigger than my hand, but not much larger than that.
I
It's
can
watching me. Is
I can make it friendlier to you if you want. And she just like press you a little something and she'll turn pink.
Can you give it a hat too?
It would be minor illusion.
Well, can I try to make one out of cloth with mending?
But you're not mending, but you could sew one.
Well, I can make one. Don't know if it's gonna be pretty, but I guess I can make her accessories if it makes you feel better.
Like that. I think it would look. The pink helped. But I think it would look a little bit more friendly with the hat.
All right.
And you see
So
it's crawling down the arm of Isk towards the table.
yes. You want me to give it? You want me to give it a bow tie with the hat?
Yes, please. I appreciate your creative journey.
Just need to find some piece of clothing.
And it's actually on the crystal. It's just
She's
not
gonna be
moving.
evil.
She just crawl.
He's gonna
crawl.
grow and become a zombie spider.
Am I killing this? And you see Shirai just get out his sword.
No.
If you do, you might not wake up tomorrow.
We're leaving.
You're gonna have to sleep at some point.
Sleep is for the weekend.
Or
Say that to Dawn.
Yeah.
Doesn't sleep anymore. He'll be watching you all
That's
night.
what I'm saying. He is not weak.
That's just so rude to us then.
Okay, so we all agree we put the crystal in the bag, so it's away from Dawn's.
Is the spider still alive in the crystal, or she's just not moving anymore? Like
No, she's crawling a bit on the same surface. She's just
she's
She
comfortable
gets
you
there.
see that she's just sitting on it because it looks a bit warmer, like a cat would be going on a computer or something like that.
She's
So
a cozy sort of creature.
it's not exactly dangerous to touch. Maybe not for Luna, Erin, or I. Might not try on Dawn or Sharai.
Would
Okay.
you want me to hold on to it? Since I'm a little bit dead and more akin to the necromancy.
Do you have the space for it?
Well, I could always carry the bag.
It's very big.
Is it that big?
It must be heavy too if it's a big ass crystal.
Isn't it a pocket dimension?
Oh yeah, if you put it in a bag of holding.
I could carry the bag because if we go rumbling through the bag and he touches it and then Dawn explodes.
I have my own bag in which I can put it, and I probably won't explode.
You say that now. Are you dead? Oh, you already died. That's true. Oh, you could. That's how it works. I don't make the rules.
I'm pretty sure I'm really alive. So
Doesn't matter. Any of the two bags will work as long as it's not in
Yes.
our dimension.
Sounds great. Let's do it. Just don't touch it.
You can be certain I have no interest.
all right. Let's do that then.
Okay, Shaddai, how many days is it to our destination?
Well, just going to the south might be to the gate that I'm calling is both of the mountains. I guess it would be 3 days.
And that's for Fred, 8 hours of travel per day, right? The limit is?
Yep.
Okay.
And then
I,
we would have to go beyond.
mhm.
And it
So
might be 2 to 3 weeks.
I have discovered a new way of traveling that could help us reach our destination a bit faster, hopefully.
You meaning?
I have found a way of basically walking on the wind as wind itself. I would transform all of us into wind and we could fly very fast. But I can only maintain it for 8 hours.
Well, that is mostly all the time we travel during the day.
And AKA is wind walk, which give us a wind shape that has 300 feet of movement, and we can dash, so 600 feet of movement for 8 hours.
Well, you would not be
Damn, son.
dashing because you would be getting exhausted for the whole travel, but I understand. I'm just gonna read. Oh no, you take R to dash. The only action
Yeah.
that you do you can take is dash.
Yeah, we can only dash. Or de-transform by 1 minute. It's 1 minute per transformation, and it's non-concentration, so everybody can decide to become normal, but it takes 1 minute where you're paralyzed for the whole minute. So basically, yeah,
Damn,
that's
son.
just a travel spell because there's nothing much else you can do.
Turning Luna into a cloud.
Yeah, boy.
Sounds like a fun new experience for her.
Do you need anything to cast this spell?
Nope, it should be good. I have my stuff. It'll take a minute to cast.
With that, we could cross. Well, probably by the end of today, we would be at the gate. And then might be 4 days going to where we need to go.
Damn.
Hopefully I can keep this up all the time, but it's a good way of traveling.
Well, we can do it only once per day anyway.
Yeah.
So.
You wouldn't want to overexert yourself either. We don't know what level of danger we're going into.
I can say it's pretty high.
Yeah.
All the more then.
Like, I would say half. We're not talking about the feral undeads, but the white are their basic soldiers.
Oh. Yeah. So I might not do it every day. If we're close to danger, I'll keep the spell for my other new spell I have learned to deal with undead.
Which is
I
a bit of surprise.
no. Well, you know how I use the energy of the moon to create a beam.
Yeah.
I can now use a beam of sun. It's a bit more powerful than the moon.
Alright, I'm not ready for that new duel. You asked me out, but fine.
Yep, Kamehameha, bitch.
And you see, it's just like, oh, they grew up so much.
I know.
So fast.
Oh yeah. But that's the problem. They only have one 6th level spell slot, and Windwalk and Sunbeam are both 6th level. So I'll have to decide.
Yeah, at the beginning of the day.
Yeah.
I suggest we use maybe 2 times your thing, and then we go for the rest by walk. Because if we're going deep in territory, I know that they have a lot of people that are good with the arcane that might be able to detect you. Because we are not the only one in the war path right now.
That is true.
They are in a mod of conquest. That's why they sent me first.
All right. So, whenever you guys are ready, I will begin.
Hey, Isk,
Hmm?
did you find something in your research?
Yes and no. Still in need of some information I could quite find. Why you ask?
Well, because you didn't tell us, and in case we needed to do anything before becoming wind,
Yeah,
I figured it'd be the time.
maybe we can help you with whatever you're missing.
Well, maybe not you, but there's might be someone who could push the research further, I guess. And Drenselov, you remember that Dragonborn?
Yes, Ultan, I think.
Zultan, I'm not sure anymore.
Your Zire. I can spell it because I wrote it down, but I cannot pronounce it.
Because I do remember you offered to do some research for us if we needed it at any time.
Yes. Technically, he's an honorary member of the Maverick's legacy.
True.
You did not maintain that link really good, by the way.
Well, it hasn't been that long.
It's been like 2
No.
months.
Oh, it's true.
And we didn't meet him like twice.
Plus 3, so 5 months total.
I'd like to say he said he'd be a consultant to research things. I have it right here.
No, I know, but you have to maintain those links, Like, give
Mm.
some
Nah.
stuff.
Yeah, it's been a while. Well,
It's been a while.
We can give him a call with the sanding stone later.
or Minx, I guess, would probably be happy to do research and might judge,
Well,
but
just
we'll do it
remember,
anyway.
we're all growing more powerful, so we can all help in some way.
We could send him snails. I hear they're delicious.
To Minx?
No, to Ultan. I wouldn't think he'd drink wine. I think he's more of a snail man.
I'll take a safe bet and call Minx, and if anything, we'll try our best with Zulfan? Ulfan?
Ultan. If you want, call Mix. And tomorrow I'll call Ultan and just be like, hey, Ultan. What's
Fair.
up, my guy? Have you eaten a lot of snails lately?
And now that you're chatting between each other, you look back to the crystal because you get it back. You want to put it back inside the bag. And the spider is actually the size of your arm now.
No.
I knew
No.
it. I knew it.
No.
Hmm.
They grew up so fast.
A dog-sized spider.
Sorry. So
The hat is never gonna fit him.
I don't know if it's get off there. Does it come back to its small size eventually, or is it permanent? Come
turn
here.
starts with go down the
Nope.
go down the rock pretty easily now that
Nope.
he's big like that.
Nope.
And
Nope. She's gonna get up. She's gonna get the fuck out of there. Nope.
the spider seems to keeping its size. But you give me an investigation check.
Who me? Who now? Who?
Pretty sure that's you, Isk.
Yep.
Me?
Yep.
It's me? Am I the drama?
Yes, you're the drama. 17. I thought you were
Yeah.
proficient in investigation.
I am proficient. No, investigation? No, I'm not.
So, 17. It did not grow bigger. It aged.
Oh.
Okay, so interesting.
My baby.
They grow up so fast?
It's so big now.
Did I say something bad and it would have happened the way that I said it one day? I was joking that you were growing so fast? I don't think so. Can you make a wish? And he goes to touch the rock and he's like, no.
Don't you dare.
Fool.
My heart will not stand it.
Yes, and I've brought that back to life once already.
Thank you, Don. You're my savior. What can I do for you? You said you'd think about it, right?
Yes.
Fine.
What princess?
Anyways, it seems that there's definitely something to the stone by the looks of our small friend.
Oh, it's not supposed to be that big. I'm sorry.
Gojira!
Kaiju!
It's Godzilla!
It's Godzilla!
So cute.
It's disgusting. The freak of nature. Stop it. Don't encourage it.
You know what? At a certain point, they get big enough that they stop being creepy instead of just being cute. What can I say? It's the smallness that makes them creepy. The size of like a dog, I'm just like, oh well.
I have spiders that are big like this in my house, and I get terrified when I see them.
So here it
That's
is,
cute.
just under risk.
Yeah, that seems
Oh.
about right.
One
It's
day
what?
it's gonna be big enough so I can ride it. Yay.
It's like what, tiny now?
Yeah,
Yeah, makes sense.
Not like this.
the size of a large cat.
Better have a
Mancoon.
cowboy hat.
With boots.
Okay, so
Yes.
hopefully this does not age us as well. So
As
we-
long as
It
we
will.
don't touch it, guess.
yeah, let's put it in the bag so we're
And you
safe.
see the spider just crawl back on.
What the heck?
I'm
He's a
gonna
drug
go
addict.
over and I'm going to try and gently pick up the spider without touching the stone.
Don't.
like
You're
grab its
grabbing the
butt.
spider,
Yeah.
but the spider, the 8 legs just swoop around the rock. And you're
And
just
it's
like
holding it?
lifting the rock.
So, God damn it, it's like a dog who won't put down a bone.
And you see that there's a web now on the rock.
I think she's addicted.
He's a drug addict. Their spider.
This is a problem. As I continue to hold the spider up, because, well, now I'm committed to this.
Your fingers starting to feel a bit ticklish next to the stone.
I mean, in fairness, just let her get her thing. She's gonna grow older, and then she'll be like a steed in battle.
A steed in battle.
At this
Oh,
point, my
God.
fingers are tired, and I'm gonna set it down. Like, all right, fine.
But what if it has too much of it?
What
That's
is
what
too
I'm
much?
thinking. However, it clearly doesn't want to let go.
Why? But
wants-
why?
She wants to be a big, strong boy.
Aaron, can you ask her what's wrong with her? Why is she cling on that thing so much? No, you don't do that anymore.
Not right now.
Truths.
Tomorrow?
Yeah, that is one of the reasons I want that ring of animal friendship. So I don't have to prepare speak animal. But it's okay. If we don't get into battle tonight, I'll transform into a spider and train it or have a conversation.
Potty train it.
I mean, at this
Right.
point, we still have to put that thing away, right?
Yes, you're the mama. Just
Mhm.
tell it to let go.
Okay.
Yes.
So, if I feel tingly, if I come to touch the Carcelos? No? Okay.
Not at all.
Okay. So, I'll just pick up the big chunk of a Carcelos, try to take out the spider.
Give me a strength check.
It's gonna lose against a tiny spider.
It is
Might.
literally like a dog with like a stick or something. You're like, give, give,
Smite.
that, give.
I want to see it happen.
Oh, so close.
Oh
The spider
Oh
nearly
my god,
won.
I dropped my slime.
I'm gonna use my D4.
Yes! Oh my god. I'm sorry, Marie.
Oh.
This is too
Alright.
good. No.
All right. So, you're
And
bad
because
spider.
One of the things that you see, it's the size of the complete arm.
Oh, Jesus
And
Christ.
not only the
Yeah, it's
forearm.
growing. It's growing. Okay.
So
So
it's
at
about
this-
a meter long.
At this point, I'm looking at her like, you're a bad spider. Give it back. Give it to mommy. I have to put it away.
And you see the mandibles are just like.
She'll snare like with the dragon words like.
Give me an intimidation.
Yeah.
I'm gonna guidance her. Like,
Oh shit. And you have a guidance.
You see that slowly there's a leg. And can take the rock out. But now the literal spider just crawl on your side, and it's half your body.
It'll be a
Alright.
backpack.
Yeah. So I'll put the rock away in my baby bag of holding.
Yup.
She's so gonna sneak in there. I'm
In
telling
the
you.
bag.
Yes.
She's a drug addict. Can I put a lock on my bag of holding?
Is
No,
it
seriously.
I don't see
Can
why
you-
Lock
not.
on the spider?
No. I mean, can I put an Arcane lock on my bag?
Yeah.
I'm gonna do that for sure with that chunk now.
You seen what what Trenaus lived with the fucking bag of the Dragonborn?
I'm gonna be that pain. Alright.
Alright, you can log the shit out of this. It costs you gold dust for 25 gold every time you cast it, though.
Oh, alright. But it stays on my back even if I open it back or not, right?
Yep.
Okay. So now it's a secured bag.
So, you have that spider now. Let me change the size of this thing.
It doesn't seem like I can call it little one much longer.
No, sadly.
I don't like this. Oh, Jesus Christ.
Oh man.
Wait.
How dare you? How fucking dare you?
Oh.
I'ma hiss.
But it's so
I'ma go
adorable.
Okay, so I will begin preparations. All of us will become wind, so let's step outside.
Alright, I have rations for a week for each. And I guess that's Aaron. I don't think there's a lot of vegetation down there, so for your berries that you're used to do.
At which point I'm going to reach into my pouch and pull out my 6 rations and go, I don't have much need of these anymore.
Oh, that's true. So we have an extra 7 rations that we. Fine.
Oh, it breaks my heart. No, how dare you? Shut up.
Are there animals to hunt that we can eat?
I don't think so. They are. Well, if there's monsters, it's monsters that they couldn't kill.
I see.
So,
Okay, well,
hard to kill.
rations, yeah.
I have rations too, if ever we need.
So, like I said, we have an extra 7 each. Since we're gonna be.
I have 9 rations.
Congrats.
Thank you. I appreciate the support. I rarely get it
Always there.
from you. Yes.
So you prepare your windwalk spell, and you. How does it look when you cast it and affects everybody? Because it's 10 creatures you're affecting.
Yes. So basically, since we're outside, I do like a motion to call the wind, so the wind just picks up around us, and it's a minute to cast the spell. So slowly throughout that minute, we're slowly you see the wind with a bit of green energy, and we're all becoming more translucent until we join the wind and disappear.
Perfect. So Shirai is just like, oh, it's just that, and then you just see his body transform into wind. It's like,
And before we lose ourselves, say, well, lead the way.
yes, for sure. I'm flying all the time, and He leads the way with his armor. And luckily, you are transparent enough. Does it take your concentration?
Nope.
It
8
doesn't
hours
say
for free.
concentration.
So everybody's in control of their transformation until the 8 hours are done.
Perfect. So, let's do a change of music. This music will work out here.
And I'll fly low enough for me like to see all the trees and everything for future points of transport via plants.
Perfect. You float above the ground. You never flew that fast. Some of you had the taste of a flying spell, or even riding on howls and such. But this is going 5 times the time you were flying. You are muted.
Is it like that one time in the car in the Tinkle Woodington?
It's even faster.
Oh.
It's twice the fast in the machine if you were in Stinkle Whittleton. And it is a smooth ride because you're one with the elements. You are one with the wind. Your whole body doesn't have any weight anymore. It's like this brief moment in a teleportation when you feel that your body isn't there anymore. It is, but now you are in full control of what you're doing in this physical world. And you're lucky to fly higher, because the deeper you go, the more you see of this massive undead. Hundreds, thousands. It's going up north. It's going for a conquest. Sharai was not lying. And as you go at the speed, tremendous speed, travel across the land, and you take a brief look at the tree of Ishalian. A vision that hurts a bit for Aaron and Isk, that mostly Isk went through her whole life, and Aaron had the chance to have an encounter with the spirit of this tree. And it's not only decaying the half, you can confirm that half of it is dead.
Ooh, tree's having a bad time.
It's not like decaying that you would be soft and easily breakable. It is dry. And can be easily shattered to timbers. But you have one thing in mind right now, and it's to manage this army, to find a way to diplomatically, technically, find something out there. Find someone who could turn the tides. And you find some spot next to the mountain. And I'll activate the map of Gotham. You see that the undead are taking the easy way inside the continent, so there's none in the mountains. So you land around here on the top.
I'm gonna fall off the edge of the map, guys.
Yep.
Oh, yes.
Doesn't seem to have a lot of life around there. And in front of you, from the mountains till there, it is filled up with thousands of undead creatures. One thing that you notice, Aaron, the same orc reappeared maybe once or twice. It is still weird, but this will be a mystery you'll unravel soon enough. Let me drop here. The edge of the map. As you are landing, you see that there is this mass of undead also going on the other side of these mountains. These mountains seems to be going for another couple of miles. But in this little canyon in between, there is still this massive undead. You don't know how the kingdoms will hold.
Yeah, that's a lot.
Because there is one thing dangerous about them, is that they are there to feed. Some of the mortals on your side will protect their family at whatever cost, and have that motivation. But you hear those they're tearing each other to pieces. Some of the feral ones eating each other, like you would see ghouls doing such. But these were normal undeads that you were seeing on your side from time to time. Some stories to scare the children. These seems to be their dog. They're hunters. And they seem pretty normal because you see some white from time to time that are arguing. You see sometimes with parcels of Cursilos. These seem really tiny bits of it. And the angrier they become, the harder they fall in line. Under one person that you've seen in between these mountains. Because I guess you took a peek. And it is a dragonborn. But not a purple one. A large dragonborn in a full-plated armor, as dark as his skin. Seems to be proudly showing the crystal that he had in his chest, because you see it through his armor. Even that it seems to be fueling it magically. You've seen this guy dispatching order to some whites, and even that's where you've seen the second orc. In receiving orders from him. And even at some point, you bring back the news to Shirai because he knows his strength and he knows that sneakies is not it. Let me open my notes to not give you shitty. Oops. The orc that you've seen would be a lieutenant in this army. This Dragonborn seems to have the decoration of a general. And shall I just... once you land and you made a small camp,
You alright?
I wasn't thinking of seeing that guy so fast. But he is one of the two generals. My general.
How do you want us to deal with that?
He is not the one we have to talk to. But he is the one to eliminate if our plan fails.
So that's the danger then. This army will just keep growing with our side.
He take his power from the gods also. And he is a priest of the one who judged the soul. A priest of Kalambor. But he is judge, jury, and executioner.
Unsurprising.
And he is also the only one who kicked my ass in one-on-one.
A force to be reckoned
I
with.
was supposed to have his place.
That's bad news.
Very.
So, from what I understand, it would be better if he doesn't see us and if we were able to get directly to the person we have to talk to.
We would have to find a second general. The ones from the back lines.
So, further ahead.
Yes, deeper, like we said. But the deeper we're going through the mountains and deeper in this continent, it will the closer you get to the core, the purest the energy of the Kerseals becomes. And this place creates an anti-magic field.
I beg your pardon. I think I didn't hear that right. What now?
You heard well, an anti-magic field.
Fuck's sake.
That does not bode well whatsoever.
It doesn't turn off magical items. You just can't use them. So that's why I guess Dawn would survive over there. But any spells would be casting around the capital would be trained.
So I'm gonna have to rely on my charms then. That's not a plan.
Well, your best assets in these times, Luna, is none. Well, I don't think Artifice will work either. She seems to be getting handy with a sword.
Would my wall shape be affected by this field? Since it's not a spell per se.
Maybe your druidic nature. I've seen druids transforming. Blighted one, but not the same origin as you. Your capabilities of transformation are more potent than theirs. And yeah, funny, eh? By the way, you're able to use teleportation, right? In case we need.
Talking to me?
All of you.
I can make circle.
I would need a big tree.
They're the only ones with such capabilities here. Unless Luna has some kind of surprise I'm not aware of.
Well, Don, you'll be happy to know I have an ever smoking bottle I have yet to use. It
But
doesn't
yeah.
teleport, but it hides us.
You're still a door and a key.
I'm a door and a key, that is true.
You got the components before we left, Tisk. Because it requires rare chalk and inks infused with precious gem to cast it.
I didn't really go to the market. Luna, do you have something in your pocket?
I'm looking.
She have chalks to make like weird drawings and drawing dicks everywhere, but she doesn't have.
Yeah.
Do I remember right if Dawn has some ink? Really? Okay,
Look at the stuff I have. So what do you need exactly?
Chalks, inks, gemstones.
I have chalk.
Well, if we have precious gemstones, I could infuse at least the chalks with them
We have
to draw.
Cursilos.
Mm-hmm.
My
I-
house found a lot of Cursilos, so I have a lot on me. AKA
It's true that
500 gold.
Carcilos can be used for it.
I don't have the stone anymore that Ernest gave me, right? He didn't give me a second one yet.
The stone.
That, like, we break it and we get the fuck out of Dodge in like 3 seconds that we used when we
No,
were.
yeah,
That,
he
that
was
was to
preparing.
come back.
Yeah,
Yeah, but like he hasn't given me another one yet, has he?
No, he was prepping one.
Okay, cool. I'm just gonna remove it from my stuff so I don't think I have one. I have beeswax and I have wyvern poison. I also have a sort of black paint that could serve as ink.
Oh,
But
the
it's
one you
not
made, you
fancy
mean?
ink.
Mm.
Yes.
Oh, I guess chalks and cursulas would
Mhm.
do it if we have enough of them.
yeah.
I have quite a bit of Carcilos as well. I have 250 gold piece and 1 unit.
Has to be gems, not gold.
No gold piece worth
worth.
of Carcilos.
Oh, yeah, that would do. We
Yes.
won't need all of them.
Because the basketball is going to be too much and we can't really
Yeah.
keep it.
But
So
And-
I have 500
smaller.
gold worth of
Yeah.
Cursilos.
And we're gonna have two options. I can bring us back either to Echelian or to Sharai's Manor.
Okay. Question, Fred.
Yes.
You said in the south there's not a lot of trees and vegetation and nature, right?
Yep.
Could I combo plant growth as one action to grow some trees and then the next turn use transport via plants? Or I need
It would be you would be able to, but the vegetation would have to be able to grow.
okay. So I'd have to find a rare spot of
Yep.
somewhat life. Okay.
But that's good thinking.
Perfect. Yes, if I can find a spot of life, I could grow a tree and we can go anywhere we've ever been that has trees around. But you will have to have my back while I cast the spells, which would take a couple of seconds. Like a dozen of seconds.
That's fine. That's not difficult.
Maybe if we have to do it in a rush or hurry, it would be best if I already have the component. If you don't mind to lend them to me anymore.
Preparation
do you
is
need?
ideal.
Some chalks and worth of 50 gold piece of gems.
Okay, so is 50 gold piece of Carcilos enough?
Yeah.
Yes.
And
So
you
I'm
can have
gonna
the chalk.
remove it. Keep the Carcilos on you always.
Mm-hmm.
We never know. So just keep it with you.
And remember, once you start casting, then we will have to have your back because it's a 1 minute casting time.
I can blur
Yeah.
and run around and also open the bottle.
Yeah, we need 1 minute to survive, and then we can escape.
I'm going to be a performer for a minute. Welcome to the magic show. They're not gonna know what's happening.
Yeah,
It's gonna be great.
never let them know what your next move is.
Also, I technically have a minimal 17 on performance. So,
You're proficient?
yeah, baby.
Oh god.
This is gonna be the worst and best thing. Best for me, worst for Fred.
It's okay, I love rogues.
Okay. Now let's try and camouflage this camp so we don't attract attention.
You can give me a survival check. Shirai will help you out if no one helps you.
Is Don still proficient in survival? Getting all the hints of his new class.
You are
Is
muted.
this?
I thought I had unmuted myself. Work properly. The answer is what hint? I was always proficient in survival. I remain proficient in survival.
Nice. Okay, so I
Because
can roll
that's from the
advantage.
background, it's not from the.
Ah!
Damn it.
We've been bamboozled.
Okay, so
Nice try.
advantage. Here we
I'm so
go.
excited.
Not bad.
22, good. So it's going to be really harder for them to find the camp. You made it. You made it wisely to go around a rock, a large rock, and do the campfire on the other side, so the light of the fire that you're using will not be showing. And you stacked up a bunch of wood that would be dry, so they won't be putting a lot of smoke out there. You... Who would be going through the night to watch?
Don, do you want to split the watch between the both of us, since we don't really sleep?
Does that take 2 seconds?
I can do
Okay,
a little bit as well.
I need 6 hours, so
Okay.
theoretically, you and I can do the entire night just by basically splitting it kind of like half, I think. Because you're what?
4 hours.
4 hours. So yeah, there's like a 2-hour period.
Mm-mm.
I can take the early morning if you want to.
I can take some too.
Okay, I'll start.
But always too.
All right.
I can take one. I am no princess.
Burn.
Depends on what I heard earlier on Dawn.
Oh, trust me, darling. You'll be exhausted. What?
Why?
I think he wants me
Yeah.
to
From
keep some work
arguing
too.
all together.
Yeah.
Ah, yes, she's good at that.
Well, I don't see how that would exhaust her. It's not very difficult.
You're
You see
right,
the eyes
Don.
of Shari just goes.
Okay, so before I initiate the rest, I will take 10 minutes to ritual cast Commune with Nature, just so I can see if there's undead getting closer to us or if we are safe.
Can you cast it, please?
Yes.
So I can see it. Show me.
Show me the money.
Yes.
So we're really focusing on that undead energy.
You don't find any. Well, on the right side, since you're going 3 miles, you see that there is living spots from in this mountain. So you know that if you come back here, you could use teleportation to go back.
Perfect.
Minerals. You feel, well, there could be a mine that could be set up there where you are, because there's a lot of iron in this region. But you also feel that it's already getting exploited. Like, you feel that there's unnatural ways of Terran under. And you feel a powerful undead aura coming out from this dragonborn. Similar, but not exactly the same as you felt the spirit of Morningstar.
Okay. Do I detect that energy from Shadai as well?
Yes. Because the illusion is down. And he wasn't lying because you can feel the difference in power between them two. And you know that he's still powerful, more powerful than you before. Not altogether now, because you're all mighty level 6 players. 11, sorry. But you don't sense any influence of any other planes also in buildings.
Perfect. And then I will start my meditation.
Well, you see that there's temporary buildings that's been built by the undeads.
Okay.
The one who are more conscious. But yeah, that's what you get from the perspective from where you are.
Awesome. Okay, so we should be safe for a bit at least here. Yeah, that general is very strong.
Then let's definitely avoid him.
But I managed to find some life around this mountain. Should we need to escape this way?
Very good.
And I'm definitely gonna meditate with my eyes open.
Creep.
So you're all going through the night, doing your watch. Who would be awake when Luna's would be happening?
So there's, let's say, 4
in
2-hour
between
blocks.
Dunn and Aaron.
You know what? I'll do dawn.
Yeah, because I'd be basically towards the morning.
Time to ask questions, birdie boy.
If you want to
And-
talk, you can do role play. And at the end of this little conversation, just give me a sign because I have to do a little scene.
Oh my. So yeah, if you get up to come check on Don, at a certain point he'll go from standing like to actually looking at you and going, evening.
Evening.
He's gonna sit down.
You can stand up if you're more comfortable.
I'm not certain. I haven't quite yet figured out what to do when I rest. I tend to just stand. Sitting is a nice
Maybe-
change of pace.
It's true. It's good for the joints. Maybe you could, I don't know, take up sewing or something. Pass the time.
Sewing. Interesting choice. I have some theory on how one assembles garments. It's an idea. Perhaps for the future.
I mean, to ask you something, if it's not indiscreet.
Go ahead.
What should I call you now?
Now that is a very difficult question. One I've been pondering for a while. Habit has me being Dawnbringer. but there's a great deal of me that is not quite the same. I don't quite know the answer to that yet, Luna.
Do you prefer that I call you Dawnbringer still, or maybe Vonea?
I believe for the moment, Dawn will suffice.
Well, I know you're not ready to talk about everything yet, but when you are, I'll be here if you want.
What is there to talk about, Luna?
I mean, what isn't to talk about? I mean, we could go very casual, as we saw half dead people. We fought a dragon, it gave us a scale. That could be stuff to talk about. But I meant more on your entire identity changed.
He smiles and he looks at you. His bright white pupiled eyes not blinking at all. Which I'm sure is not unsettling whatsoever. So I'm correct. I am changed. Am I?
Well, I think your essence is different. The way that you use the clay that was given to you, you use it differently now, but you still have the same roots, and your energy is the same. You just chose to do something different with it.
Choose. He stands up. Seems to kind of look off towards the south. At least the best he could estimate of the south. I think there's much left. Or to say, much of me that I did not choose. I put together the ingredients. I set the stage. I wrote the script. The play that followed. The production. The result. That, however, is something else entirely. That, I believe, even I'm still witnessing, grasping. You hear a slight screech of his teeth grinding against each other for a moment. I don't know, Luna. What I do know, there's much to be afraid, as much as there is to be happy for. It's why I told that artificer, the one from the other group, not to make the same mistakes. He seems probably worse than I was. Inventive, carried by his creativity. He thought I meant improve the process, make less errors in your measurements. But that is not what I meant. I made a choice. And now, though there is much to be happy for it, that I still stand here, still capable of hand, still able to keep you all safe. There is also much to regret and consequences yet to deal with.
Well, obviously, I can't understand the depth of what you're feeling right now. It's a lot. Um, but sometimes voicing it helps. I hope it did it for you in any capacity possible. Something I also know is life is about adventure and looking up to the next day and learning more about yourself. And I think, in a sense, even though you don't sound like you like the result of your tinkering too much, you get to start a new path, a new life, while knowing and remembering all that you've learned in the past one. So, in that sense, you're luckier than most. No?
Dawn is going to stand there for a second, pondering. Still as a statue. Even for him now, usually he still moves, he still fidgets. But as if he were sleeping as he does, standing still. And then with very little warning, he's just going to take his hands and slap his face like, I almost lost my composure there. I'm sorry.
I mean, it's okay to be different and like different things, and embracing the chaos a little bit might be fun for you. You're different now. Embrace it.
When you say the word chaos, his eyes go wide. Luna, when you speak chaos, I assume you mean your whimsy or humor. Chaos wrought from amusement and joy. He's going to walk up to you, and assuming you don't do anything to stop him, he's going to pick you up from just under your shoulders and lift you up to look you in the eye from his height. Within me, Luna, there is a chaos of sadness, of joy, of anger, of so many things. Things I did not reckon with in my lifetime. I do not know what to do with this chaos. I am a force of destruction that wishes only to do good. But I am one with the barest of control. The dawn that I was composed and calm through many, many years of loneliness and losing himself at his work. The one who stands before you is that same broken person with none of that calm, none of that composure.
You hear this clapping from maybe 20 feet behind. Luna, you were affixed to the eyes of this warforged. In the more you looked into it, the less of dawn you've seen. But maybe it was also dawn all along. But this clapping comes from a figure emerging from the darkness behind Dawn. So you're facing it because he's holding you by your shoulder. And you see, at first, white hair. a crown on the forehead, and what it seems to be a really thin armor, a mix of white and silver. Elven traits. And you hear with the slow clap. Well, Mavericks. And you don't have it at the end to finish his answer. That you recognize this voice you've heard in those cavern in Dranselhof.
Yeah, Eden is getting up for sure.
You waking up. Dawn. Luna. You see this man.
Oh,
Motherfucker.
why is this so freaking hot?
We've established they're all hot.
Yeah.
That is the
Bastards.
curse. They're all hot.
Oh, we lost night. Okay, we'll be back.
Yeah, I'm kind of like fixed. Am I fixed for you guys?
No, you're still.
The
I can't see you.
hotness of Morningstar was too much for a computer.
Yeah.
It's like I'm frozen, but I see you all okay. But it's like me, I'm frozen. It's fine. I'll be pondering for the rest.
I can
I don't
hear you,
mind.
just can't see you.
Yes, it's fine. I'll be frozen.
And I will ask all of you to roll me a wisdom saving throw. Yes, even the one that are getting out of the tent with the clapping that it's just waking you up.
Well then.
Do you want to use your D4, Aaron?
Oh shit. I will. Nice.
Mine is a lost cause.
That isn't great. I'm gonna use the D4. Jesus.
The only one who saved is Aaron.
Of course.
Technically, it's 17. Does it help?
17, nope.
All right.
I mean,
Because
if-
at 21 he wasn't succeeding.
Yeah, exactly. I was gonna say if he asked me for the D4, it means it's above 20.
All right. Fair. I give up.
But you can also consider yourself all at +4. Because you're next to Shirai, Zora.
Is it a charm effect?
Nope.
Okay. Just
It
in
is
case.
an old person effect on everyone.
Okay.
With no save.
I
at
have
the end of the
19.
rounds. So the only one moving that is able to move is Aaron. But Shirai and Iskar getting out of the tent and they're like just looking at what's happening and there's just the same green aura that fix you all up and
So I will stand in front of everybody as like a shield. Not aggressive, just defending.
yeah. You're in that mixed feeling of like I want to save them but I'm gonna get
Yeah. Like I'm strong, but I'm not there yet.
He's gonna douchebag chest bump him. Like, huh,
What's up? What's up, bro?
sup,
You want to
So
go?
what?
You want to go? Basic.
I'll be like calmly and say,
Pre l'école.
"What can we do for you?"
You can certainly do one thing if you are going towards this realm that I have no access to. See this act of benevolence to keep you alive. Well, for some, as he turns his heads towards Dawn. And you see a green orb that is the size of a baseball and goes to the golf ball and go now to only a small trinket. Land this inside the capital, and I will be grateful for what you will do for the realm of Dharmakatha and the Queen itself. I prize you for stopping this war. And you are not all able to speak right now. Except Aaron.
Yeah.
All I can do is shoot daggers with my eyes,
And I'm literally
Very
just
much
dangling
just-
from Don's arms, like
Exactly.
up there, just staring into Don's eyes. Oh,
You want us to stop this war, but weren't you the one who started it?
Not this one.
You mean this army of undead walking towards the north?
Exactly.
So we have an enemy in common.
But now, shush. And he just goes. And now, even if you saved, you stop moving.
But I maintain my pose. That I'm cool.
You still maintain your pose of defending and emanating what kind of energy you want. But you see that you just. I will lay this here. And you just drop the silver green ball. As soon as you're done, we will all see the results. Do what you must to stop all this. And like I said, even the Queen will be rewarding you in that moment. This is the only reason that I'm here and not killing you, is that I am being ordered by the Queen.
Can I,
Yep.
even if I'm frozen, can I still like analyze his body movement to see if he's like he's holding back because he's been ordered, or he just feels like
I'll give you with your passives and all. Don't worry. I'll just finish the scene.
okay.
The Queens of Yakaster sent a message to the crown they serve and requested help for what is to come. And I am this help, as he smiled. So here's the tools for precious victory. Use it wisely. And you see that he walks towards Luna. And he slides his hand into the pocket and pick up a coin. Thank you. Have keep her safe from your mentor, my dear. My daughter now back to me. I'll be able to give her the body she deserves. and you just see that greenish aura envelops him as you casting teleport him. And you all now able to move.
So I sit you down, Meg.
No, I want a dangle.
And despite the fact that I know he's teleported, my hand goes right to my sword and I look around just in case there's whatever left. Something that followed him or anything.
I stand there and I look at the thing in front of me. So what did I pick up? Was he really?
He was saying the truth. Probably because he have to keep appearances.
Yeah, that's what he was gonna think. Like, yeah, he has to play both sides from time to time. I'll
And
pick it up.
And a request from the crown that he serves is
Yeah.
that you seem to have been a thorn in his shoes enough for even getting him troubled into the mortal realm.
So that's the first time we see him physically here.
Yeah, he was not in a half spirit, he was physically there.
Shadai, you deal with queens, royalties. What did you make of this? And I show him what I think. What I think is a weapon that will probably create another explosion.
These are arcane energy. It is not from my queen or the queen itself from Whitekeep. It is something that he probably have crafted on his own.
I think he was telling the truth about being here to help, but still, he is Morningstar. He is the cause of a lot of what's happening in the north.
He had given you the way to maybe destroy this army.
But what?
These are sentient beings. I am one of them. It is not only exterminating undeads and tons of creatures.
That's why we're gonna get you and probably down out of there before we land at Marble.
Yes, however, what I'm wondering is, and Don, since you've dealt with things, if we explode that capital, like I think he wants us to do, would that break maybe a connection with the Carcilos to these people and the power they contain? And then they will just stop functioning?
I can hypothesize. It might, yes, break a connection, but could go two ways. Either they cease operating, or they cease operating under any form of control or sense, and they all descend into feral madness. My assumption is the first, but only because he mentions winning this conflict.
Yeah. And to me, that means destroying the entire army in one go. And we're pretty far from the north once we reach the capital, so for it to reach that far must mean that something will happen to every individual that has a crystal. We could still try to go the diplomatic way, should I? And use this as a plan C, ultimate, like last resort.
We'll see what we'll have to deal with in time, I guess. I think I'm still needing this 2 hours of sleep if you don't mind.
Yeah, I need to think and meditate more. I'll keep the marble on me in case I have to drop it. I could potentially fly away if the explosion is big.
Or we can just all jump in the circle of teleportation.
Yeah, if we have time to do it, that would be the best.
But yeah, I think it's rather late and some of us still have some sleep to catch. So.
And,
Fair enough.
Oh, sorry.
That's it. No, go ahead.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
You all go back to tents or whatever. Everything seems to be calm right now. And you know that Aaron will be meditating and nothing will get out of his hair sight. Aaron, now that you have this little trinket in hand, you feel more grounded to this world. You feel like the connection to your soul is actually getting deepened. As long as you'll have this stone on you, no need of attunement or anything. But you have advantage on your death saving throws. As everybody going back to sleep for this little power nap, if the stress doesn't keep you awake, we'll end tonight's session. And we'll go for a little round table, as usual. And let's start with the boy who resisted. You're the Potter of our story.
Ah, I was happy to have resisted. At least having one of us been able to move and talk showed him that at least we're getting stronger. But also, it was nice to be able to talk to this villain face to face, real body to real body. Two hot elves looking at each other.
I'm gonna get sued by CW, I'm pretty sure. But good. You like your game?
Yeah, but now I'm holding a fucking nuclear bomb in my pockets. So he's gonna be nervous.
And it's the angry elves who have that bomb in the pocket. Let's go!
Fuck everything, right? So yeah.
Let's follow up with our new non-virgin anymore. Marilyn?
That's a way to put it. Thank you. Yeah, it was quite fun. I like the variation of the dynamic as we had like some fun, some really stupid things going on, and also like the deep and really dark things going on as we're going through something really dangerous and deep here. I mean, even the conversation between Don and Luna was set the mood a bit for that. It was pretty deep and moody. So yeah, I like the fact that we have a dynamic between our group that can allow that kind of variation in the moon and the play. It's really cool.
Nice.
Mm.
And let's follow up with our Don. Only Don now.
Only done while he figures some shit out. Yeah, no, that was a good game. Really nice how you picked that one moment. I admittedly left a moment of silence. I'm like, either Meg's gonna do something or it's gonna be a good moment for Fred, and you're like, you're right there. Perfect. That was a great scene. I loved it. I absolutely loved it. Also, bless Meg. Bless. Follow me on that little adventure. Yeah, no, that was a good game. I enjoyed myself.
Nice. And let's hand up with our little stress ball.
It's
Did
okay.
you
I
put
have
deodorant before?
just the other what?
Deodorant?
Oh, I did not, but it's fine. I'm a shower.
You're getting
So.
used to it, so you should no need of.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm just, heartbeat's not too fast.
Welcome to the world of
It was
D&D.
Yeah. No, it was tons of fun. Not gonna lie, that little like RP moment with Bert, Don, whoever you wanna. I don't know
Bert
how to
is the
call
player.
you,
You
man,
can call him
anymore.
Bert.
Yeah. Yeah, like your character, I'm so lost in the name. I'm like, it's not really Don, but it is.
Look, he's lost in the name, so it's fair.
Not gonna lie, if Fred wasn't to pick up that moment, I was, and some truth bombs were gonna follow. But it's okay. Another time, Don, Bert, I will grab your face and tell you the story of the sadness of my life. It's fine. You will
There you
know
go.
it someday.
Absolutely.
It's okay. You'll have
But,
like
yeah.
a couple of nights of campfires coming from. So.
Yeah.
And the fact that Morningstar took the soul coin absolutely broke Luna. I was hoping he wouldn't, but obviously he did. It was so obvious he would. She's like, the only thing she got in her mind was she deserves so much better,
Do you want
and it just
do you
broke
want a
her.
little spoiler?
Yes,
It's only because you talked about it during the dinner.
I knew it. I knew it for sure. I knew it was just for that motherfucker. Okay,
Because he's not watching all the time.
I know, but how do you know that he's not watching? You don't. You live life
That's
on
on
the
you
edge.
to check it out.
I know. But I can though. Can I?
With seen visibility, you can see a scrying spell. It's a probe, so you can.
Yeah, I don't have that. Yeah, I don't have that. But regardless, it was a fun game. I had a lot of fun, and the little roleplay moments were nice. Little balance in the group. It was cool.
And since there's a
The
couple
loss
of
of virginity.
campfire moments that will be happening in the next few, because, like I said, it's 3 to 4 days reaching at the capital. Just took in remembrance when we talked about session 0 and we did an update. To maybe wonder what questions you would like to ask to other party members to get a bit more depth into the roleplay. Like Luna probably with next time with Dawn will spit her side of stuff, depending on what she lives.
What a throwback
Empathy.
to the early
Yeah.
games of, guys, I'm going to need you to ask
Right?
some questions and have some role play. And then we just did it for 69 games. Nice.
Oh.
I'm just remembering you've done it good, but just a token of remembrance. Just
Absolutely.
so.
Send me a PDF of your questions. I shall answer them.
In triplicate.
No, you'll have to answer it out of the bat.
Jeez. I'm just trying to be corporate, all right?
Check your art right now. No.
Mm.
I really like the game. I wanted to have a good punchline or something to push the Mavericks further at the beginning of this arc, if I can say, because with this I'm working a bit differently with Luna's and Aaron. I'm mixing a bit of both instead of doing like Isk and Dawn, and then I'm mixing a bit for everything. But we can say that we are about half of this fourth cycle. Of 5 total chapters. So,
That's so fast.
like I said to my Mavericks, around 18 to 26, 28 games left for the rest of the campaign. And let me see.
That means right after Christmas.
18 would be at Christmas, but I'm prepping that we're gonna miss 1 or 2.
You will around Christmas. There's a solid chance. So it's gonna be
Yeah.
an early 2023 kind of thing. Guys,
Good way to start the new year.
that means we need to have like a Christmas get together.
Yes.
Christmas
Well,
episode.
my birthday is on the 22nd. So.
That too. Then we should make a
True,
Christmas
true.
and Fred's birthday get together.
Yeah.
Yes.
Christmas in Donnacotton. We go back to the north.
Yeah.
So,
We go full LARP. We go like all dress up.
oh,
yeah.
hell yeah.
I can do that.
Yes.
I'm starting to find.
I'll
my
have to
LARP
buy
equipment.
like some tavern wench stuff.
No.
I have
Find
no
some
LARP.
nice looking wench stuff. Some classy wench stuff.
Dark leather.
I'll be the classy wench, bitches.
There you go.
Oh boy.
Do Luna, dark
With
leather,
suspenders.
badass. With your hood.
Jesus, can you imagine like the whole fucking like furry makeup?
You don't need that. Just
No.
like a nice hood, your leather armor.
Cat ears.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And have the anime waifu ears.
exactly.
Mm.
Cat
Yes,
girl
please.
Luna.
Cat girl Luna.
Like actually cat girl Luna. Not
Yeah.
cat Luna.
Oh my god, yes.
Wow.
Oh yes. But the tail, I'm not gonna be able to sit anywhere. Why did I pick like the most uncomfortable one to wear?
Tails are not so bad. You can just swing it. sorry.
Just like Shirai did. What?
Oh man, I just opened so many doors tonight, right?
Like.
Well, last
so-
time, yeah.
Like Shirai. What? We're going for round 5? No.
Are you gonna put
You're
a
gonna-
sock on the tent?
On the whole thing, yeah.
The
Oh
little
my
pull-outs.
Oh
So-
boy.
We rated her on Tuesday at Call of Netherdeep, but right now she's DMing, so instead of just chatting. So we'll see amazing people playing D&D on Scarlet 64 channel.
Hell yeah.
So give them some love. It's a D&D channel, so just give them love in chat. They will see it later and they will appreciate. So let's start the raid, and remember, next Wednesday we're seeing each other with the shit eaters. But afterwards, we're from the different epic stars.
Bye bye.
Bye.